Healthy habit number 9 of 16 is to consume healthy fats with each meal. Ensuring adequate intake of healthy fats is essential for optimizing health and performance. And today I'm going to be explaining 10 of the most important physiological functions that require fat. First, fat is required for cell membrane structure. Fats play an essential role in the structure and function of cell membranes, which are critical for maintaining cellular integrity and function. The primary component of the cell membrane is a double layer of phospholipids known as the phospholipid bilayer. Phospholipids are a unique type of fat molecule with both hydrophobic or water repelling and hydrophilic or water attracting properties, allowing them to form flexible, semi permeable membranes that surround each cell. A phospholipid molecule has two main parts, a head and a tail. The head is made up a phosphate group and is hydrophilic, meaning it is attracted to water. In contrast, the tails consist of two long chains of fatty acids and are hydrophobic, meaning they repel water. When phospholipids arrange themselves in water, they naturally form a bilayer with the hydrophobic tails facing inward away from the water and the hydrophilic heads facing outward, interacting with watery environments both inside and outside the cell. This unique structure is what enables the cell membranes to act as a barrier while remaining flexible and dynamic. The cell membrane's fatty structures also provide it with fluidity. This fluidity is essential for numerous cellular processes, including movement, growth, and division. It allows proteins and other molecules embedded in the membranes to move laterally within the bilayer, facilitating essential cellular functions such as signaling, transport, and interactions with the external environment. The degree of membrane fluidity can be based on the types of fatty acids present. Unsaturated fatty acids, which have one or more double bonds, creates kinks in the fatty acid tails, and it prevents them from packing tightly and thus increases membrane fluidity. In contrast, saturated fatty acids allow tighter packaging and decreases fluidity, making the membrane more rigid. The balance between saturated and unsaturated fatty acids, along with cholesterol, influences how the cell membrane can respond to changes in temperature and environmental conditions. Cholesterol, another lipid molecule, is also interspersed within the phospholipid bilayer and contributes to membrane stability. It acts as a buffer, maintaining membrane fluidity across a range of temperatures. At higher temperatures, cholesterol stabilizes the membrane by reducing fluidity, while at lower temperatures, it prevents the fatty acids from packing too tightly, which prevents the membrane from becoming too rigid. This regulation is vital for cell membranes to function optimally in different environments, ensuring that cells remain structurally sound and responsive to their surroundings. Cell membranes are not simply passive barriers, they also actively are involved in cellular communication, transport, and recognition. Proteins embedded within the lipid bilayer serve as various functions, from signaling receptors that transmit external signals to transport proteins that facilitate the movement of ions, nutrients, and waste products in and out of the cell. The lipid composition of the membrane can influence the activity of these proteins, demonstrating that fats are essential for not only structural purposes, but also for the dynamic processes that keep cells functioning. Cell membranes also play a role in cell recognition and immune response. Glycolipids, which are the lipids attached to carbohydrate chains, are present on the extracellular surface of the membrane and participate in cellular recognition and communication. These glycolipids allow cells to identify one another, distinguish self from non-self, and communicate with immune cells. This process is essential for the immune system, tissue formation, and cellular differentiation. Fats in the form of phospholipids, cholesterol, and glycolipids form a critical part of the cell membrane, providing structural integrity, fluidity, and the basis for cellular communication and transport. Their unique properties enable cell membranes to be both sturdy and flexible, accommodating the dynamic and complex needs of the cell and, by extension, the organism. This balance highlights the indispensable role that fats play in cellular health and function. Second, fat is required for energy storage and it is used as a fuel source. That was just a tiny taste of what can be found in my members only section. If you enjoyed it, become a member for only $5 a month to get access to hundreds of member only videos.